Close to 6 months ago, this home on Southwest near Hampton caught fire. The hoarding situation inside was a serious threat to firefighters. The home was going to a land tax sale because real estate taxes had not been paid. All these months later, here it sits vacant, another eyesore for the city. This neighborhood near the Hill does not have much, if any, of this decay. Forward is investigating what happens to vacant properties like this one when they become public nuisances and danger, and why some are allowed to let them crumble for years.
I've been coming to this house ever since I can remember.
The little yellow house on Gustine Avenue with the red hand railing means everything to Caitlin Picker.
On the weekends, if I had homework to do or a book report to get done, I'd go in there, read my book to her, and do my homework with my grandma.
It was her great-grandma's until she passed and the Tower Grove South home was sold in 2018. She even has it tattooed.
It means comfort, it means family, it means love. Some people see it as a house that burnt on fire, but for me, I see it as a house that, brought family together.
Bringing family together, but going up in flames. Just after midnight, January 12th, firefighters found heavy fire coming from the second floor of the vacant South City home. No one was found inside, but it is believed squatters may have started a fire to stay warm. It's a pattern and risk First Alert 4 has covered year after year when temperatures drop.
24 Bravo went through the floor to the basement.
In January, a firefighter fell through the floor of a vacant North City home.
Evacuate the building. All companies 4906 Arlington, evacuate the building.
He's okay, but others aren't as lucky. City firefighter Ben Polson was killed fighting a fire at a vacant building in 2022.
Sometimes you're lucky, and then sometimes the worst happens.
Back on Gustine, neighbors say this house has been a problem for years. On paper, vacant. In reality, neighbors say it was being used. They say they have been trying to get the owner's attention for years.
I've called and texted him over the years to tell him, hey, the lawn needs to be mowed, or hey, there's squatters in the house.
They say the home was boarded up at times after it sold in 2018, but it never kept people out for long.
To own a building that long and not seriously board it up to make it really impossible for somebody to get in is negligent.
And that leads to a bigger question. When a home has an owner but sits empty for years, what happens before there is an emergency? City records show the home was built in 1892. The current owner is listed as Daniel Baumhoff, LLC. City records show years of fees and fines from city forestry for lawn upkeep. Property taxes for 2024 and 2025 are also unpaid, totaling $1,889. The home was bought through a private sale in 2018, but for just $8,000, what Caitlin's grandparents paid decades ago. A low price, but neighbors say the basic upkeep still did not happen and the taxes still fell behind. And if those taxes stay delinquent long enough, this property could eventually end up in the city's tax sale pipeline. In South City on Jefferson, a vacant building that later caught fire had been acquired through a tax sale.
The house next door is on fire and it's on our gate.
For the homeowner next door, the risk is not just the vacant building, it's the threat of that fire spreading.
It's sad because I don't want to leave, but I feel like with all these other things happening that at some point it's going to push us out.
So what I would tell you is that on the home side where you have so many homes stacked so closely together, that is a unique risk.
Missouri's Department of Commerce and Insurance says when vacant homes go up in flames, homes next door are threatened, especially in St. Louis.
If you have squatters that are in that property and there's no power, there's no electricity to keep it warm, and they're using alternative means of starting a fire to keep themselves warm, that obviously makes that a much higher risk of that home getting damaged.
Neighbors say the Jefferson property also suffered from issues with squatters, an issue not made publicly available to bidders during tax sales. The sheriff's office, in charge of sales, says it's up to bidders to research.
It is entirely on a person that may want to bid on the property to ensure that they're doing what they need to do to know what they're bidding on.
Back at Gustine, one more year of unpaid taxes could have led to sale. We called the owner a landlord with multiple city properties.
We had it in inventory. It was a just one of our fix and flip houses, but we did have a lot of squatting issues.
That is Daniel Baumhoff, the owner listed by the city. He says the house was in line to be rehabbed, but other projects took priority, leading to unpaid taxes. When asked what could have been done differently,
As far as responsibility goes, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why people break into houses.
he argues even if the city moved faster on unpaid taxes, there could be consequences.
To be honest, I think if the city stepped in sooner than that, they would create more homelessness.
Neighbors say this is not just about taxes. It is about making sure vacant properties are secured and safe while they sit.
I feel like if you're gonna buy something from someone or you're gonna get something, just at the least take care of it.
And they say when that does not happen, the clock keeps ticking. Years can pass before a property ever reaches a sale, and in that time, a vacant home can turn into a danger.
I think it definitely could have been taken care of, given it was 8 years ago when the property was sold.
For Caitlin, this was never just a vacant home. It was family, a memory now up in flames. So what can change? Under Missouri law, St. Louis can foreclose after 2 years of unpaid taxes. But in practice, it typically takes 3 years due to court backlogs. There's another problem. If an owner makes even one payment, the property stops advancing in the tax sale process, and it can sit for even years longer. We reached out to the city collector to ask if that timeline could change. We did not hear back. What are your thoughts on all of this? Share them with us by emailing forward@firstalerts4.com.